This is from Susan, another really good question. In Romans chapter 11, verse 8, it speaks about God giving people a dull mind, closed eyes, and closed ears, so that they could not understand. Why would God do this if he wants all to be saved? I'm so glad you asked that question. Sometimes we read in the Bible things attributed to God that really don't sound like God, at least the God that we've seen in Jesus. Well, in Hebrew thinking, and remember, Hebrew thinking is the conceptual framework for most of the biblical writers, there was almost no differentiation between primary and secondary causation. That is to say, they saw God in everything so that they attributed everything directly to God. So things that happened by natural process or were decided on by humans were often directly attributed to God's causation. So let me give you an example. It would be like if Jonas Salk made vials of vaccines against polio, which he did, and one of them got contaminated and made some people sick. The summation in Hebrew headline might be, Jonas Salk makes vaccines that make people sick. Well, that's not the whole truth. That's just a little bit of the truth, and only that was unintended. So we need to know how to read the Bible. When the Bible says, for example, the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart in Exodus chapter 9, verse 12, we can be pretty sure that Pharaoh hardened his own heart and that God let him do it so that in order to show God's overcoming might and glory, the situation might be set up. So God is not rigging the game in order to send people to hell. That's not the God we know, and that's not the God who sent his Son to save us. No, people choose their own way rather than God's ways, and that's how they get to hell.